So this week in caps, shout out to our sponsors Over Your Head and Jason Mead 5950. Hat Club. We'll start off with Hat Club since you know it so well.
Yep.
The practice hat. It came back. I think the original release was 2016. Well,
Yeah.
the original retro of it was 2016.
Yes, John. That's shout out to John.
Yeah.
These were actually delayed by a couple days. Well, I mean, they were delayed by a couple weeks. We actually, I think, received them the day after the anniversary of it happening. That's when it was supposed to drop, but we had to drop it the following week because I think it actually came in after it. But yeah, shout out to John for that one.
I have the original of this.
Yeah, great. It's a great hat. And I don't wear Red Sox hats for the simple fact that I'm from New York.
Get out of here. But I do know that that when you design hats, you prefer the Sox logo to the B.
Yes, I prefer the Sox logo because I believe the B is stolen from the Brooklyn Dodgers. I mean, I know it's a fact. They didn't use a B logo until Brooklyn moved to LA, so I refused to. I'm from Brooklyn. I refuse to make a B hat.
Well, that's like that store down south that stole the pink bottom. So we'll just call them. We'll just keep.
But I actually like the Sox logo, which is why.
You know what this hat reminds me of though? Whenever I see it, besides Allen Iverson, the Red Sox, I always think to the Jay Dilla cap on the cover of the Donuts album.
Oh, yep.
I've been hitting up T800 John, the Heat Generator, asking him to remake it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I also like, I think is it the 1912 logo with the sock holding the bat?
Yes, yeah. That was in one of my top 5 defunct logos, and we did a countdown.
That's a good one, too. I really like the Pawtucket Red Sox logos. Those are dope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Those are dope. Yeah, it's just the B, just because I know they didn't use it till after. Yeah. I'd rather do a Brooklyn Dodgers custom than than a Boston Red Sox. That's the only reason why I do the Sox logo so much.
Fair enough.
We'll have to disagree. That's all.
We had the prototype Astros hat. I think this was like Manolo's find. He was bugging them to retro this hat.
Manolo messaged me about this 6 months ago and said, "Do you know someone that can make this hat?" I said, "Contact Hat Club." This is way above my pay grade. I don't know how to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep, John. Shout out to John. John did that too. I think John did these also. So this would be an example of a 6-month program hat, not only for the metal plate in the front, but also the inner lining. This is an example of something you at least have to do 6 months at minimum.
Yeah. So this one's like a double sticker. So for everyone who peels their sticker, this is something you can't remove. So make sure you know that before you buy the hat.
You don't want to remove the one under the brim either.
No.
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't wear it because I don't like my stickers on my hats. That's just me personally.
Me neither. I bought the Bulls one just to have it, and when I put it on, it felt like heavy. So I'm like, all right, it's a collector's item. That's where I'm going to leave it.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's for.
And we had Dionic come with his second version of the Ice Ballers. I think the original story, it's like a Brooklyn story, if I'm not mistaken.
It's Brooklyn Ice Ballers.
I vaguely remember. So what people don't realize is like I don't really look at what other people really do too much. Kind of just worry about my own thing. So I know that Dionic does a lot of stuff for us, but I don't know too much of the backstory and how they come up with their logos. That's they're West Coast. I'm just focused on what I do in my little NoHo shop. That's kind of where my head's at. But but the first one, I remember the color scheme is dope on the first one.
The first one I like. This one I didn't pick up because of the mesh. I do like the color on it. I just would prefer like just a poly.
The mesh ones, the after you wear the hats a couple of times, the forms are always a little off.
Oh yeah, it gets droopy in the back and stuff.
Yep.
I like the fake ice look. It almost looks like it's
this is a badass logo, man.
Yep.
Badass logo.
So then we had 3 kind of retro style logos.
People went crazy for the St. Louis one.
I love Cardinal one, easy winner of the 3.
Not my favorite Cardinal logo. If you guys will know, 1967. It's my favorite Cardinals logo. I did it on a pink bottom. I think you have the hat here.
That's my number 2, man.
Yep, there you go. Yep, that's my favorite.
Remember when I saw you in the store that day, I told you that was the best one you've made so far.
And then the Red Sox one came out after, I guess.
Well,
did the green Red Sox one come out?
Yeah, it was afterwards. But the green with the pink, to me, I'm a sucker for it. But this St. Louis cap was a winner in my book.
Yep.
And then we had the guitar pick, I think 1950.
Yep. My favorite Yankee patch besides 99.
Yeah. Then the Spike Lee, that one had a special liner, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Yeah, that had the championships inside. It's not really a Spike Lee hat. Just he's known for doing that. So we did our own twist on it. Yeah, that's a dope one, and red and white sells really well for me.
Yeah, and then this one's almost tricking me because I know you guys have something on deck that looks like the LA hat, but it has the silver on it. It's almost like a Raider color.
Yes. Yeah, I did. So the red on the patch is silver to match the LA, which is silver. I think I did a gray bottom in it. I don't remember. Honestly, it was like 4 months ago when I submitted it. But yeah, it's based off the Raiders. That's exactly right.
For a second, so I have a couple questions for Justin. Is that okay, Leon?
Yeah, go ahead.
We have well, first I can answer this one. When you guys refer to John, is that T800 John? Absolutely, that is correct. T800 John.
Yes.
And then what do you think, Justin, like with groups like in the hat community, how do you think they impact the fitted game? So like, you got groups like, we're in one, I told you about this group, even when I was in the store that time, FHS,
Yep.
has like, now it's almost 6,000 members. And, you got Team Fit that has like 500 members, which is a little bit more like elite, I would say, in terms of who gets into the group. So what do you, how do you see those groups fitting into the fitted game right now?
So I don't know actually too much about those groups besides of me talking to you or Manolo. I don't know too much. Like, I would love to get in one of those groups just to like chat away or get some ideas of what people want. I mean, those are your hardcore fans. Those are the way I look at it is like, pink bottoms right now are very popular, right?
Yeah.
So you most of the customers right now are hype beasts. They will be here for the year, the 6 months, the 2 years.
Yeah.
What you really want to do is focus for your longevity customers that will be here forever, right? Like that buy stuff like you guys every week. You have thousands of hats. Like that's what you really want to help out and do stuff for them. So it's great, but I was never a part of any of them. I just liked fitteds.
Yeah.
I don't really have like a favorite one. I may have a favorite one like here or there. Like this is my favorite pink bottom, but it's not my favorite hat ever.
Yeah.
Like I've never been a part of it. I only really had social media when I started doing like music stuff like 2 years ago. So like, and then I just started doing I just started posting my hats because my friends were like, yo, like you have to market yourself. Like you're the ones doing this. Like, yes, you're doing it for Hat Club, but like you have to market yourself. Like let people know like you are the person behind this. So I only started doing that like realistically like every couple of days, maybe in like September or October. So I never really posted any of my stuff. So I wasn't a big social media guy until this started kicking off. So I don't really know. I mean,
when you and I met in the store, you had 900 followers, and you said, Pierre, you have more than me, and I had 950. You have 3,000 plus now, and like so you got the hang of it. But listen, I'm gonna find a way to get you into this Facebook group. So we're gonna talk about that later.
Okay.
Offline, because we gotta find a way to get you involved.
Yeah, I'll definitely do a question answer what you guys want to see me do if you have any suggestions. If I don't know why I can't do something or it's not approved, I'll go figure out why it can't be approved. New Era just is all over the place. Like sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no. Stuff switches, but yeah, man. Like I mean, the fitted groups like that community is what we at the end of the day we try to please. It's not the person that just is buying their first fitted now, which I get tons of questions like, how do I know my hat size? I'm like, go to a hat store. Like I'm not the person to ask that question to. Like that's the type of stuff I get in my DMs, and it drives me absolutely insane. And I'm like, go to a hat store and measure your head in centimeters. Like I'll let you know the quick size. And they're like, well, I don't have I only have a ruler. All right, then like this is not a problem for me. Like please get it off my page. Like
Yeah. So. Justin, another question for you. Someone's just making a suggestion. I think this one's okay. I don't think it's gonna ignite your your anger, but they want to know if you're thinking about doing like a Chicago Bears cap, perhaps in an icy bottom or some. I think there's a lot of talk about some of these NFL hats because right now I think Leon. I don't know if you're wearing it right now, Leon, but no, you got the Raiders hat there.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. So any more NFL plans, I guess, would be a good question.
So I just did an NFL order yesterday, part of my September. The thing with NFL stuff is, so this is I've done a Raiders pink bottom. It's just because the Raiders is the best selling NFL logo. It just is, which is why we did them last year. I think October 25th, we dropped them last year. The first pink bottom Raiders. It's one of the only 2 hats besides the Colt 45s that does not have a patch on it that I've done. The NFL is really hard to get stuff approved, and the stuff doesn't really sell. You would think it does. It does not.
Yeah. You know, it's like, because baseball is like the staple, right? Baseball is the staple cap. It's part of the game.
Well, not that it's part of the game. I think is that the way I look at it is hockey has the best logos of anything, I think.
Yeah.
But we can't do those anymore. But with baseball, it's most of the teams, it's the city.
Yeah.
Whereas NBA and NFL, it's the team logo. Like, for example, the Giants and Yankees. Yankees is the most popular hat. I don't think that is by far the most popular hat in the world. No one is going to wear a Giants hat over a Yankee hat because the Giants say Giants, the NY says NY. Or you go with the NY, that's the Giants logo. It's not as clean as the NY as a Yankee logo.
Right.
For the Patriots, you're probably going to wear a Boston B over the Patriots logo, no matter how successful the Patriots are, because it shows the city, right? Same thing with LA. A Rams hat or an LA hat. You're going to wear an LA hat. You might want the Rams colors, but you're going to wear a Dodger hat, right? Same thing with the Phillies. You're probably going to wear the Philly P over an Eagles hat. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I would always wear a Phillies hat over an Eagles hat because I hate the
Eagles. Yeah. I mean, I hate the Eagles too.
we're in agreement there.
And you will never see me do a Cowboys hat. I will never do one. That is the one.
Thank God.
I will never do it. It's not. God. I don't care how many.
Justin, you just went up a couple of notches on my scale. So these are 2 cool hats. We got the Dankadelic had the Revolutionary,
which I don't know too much about, to be honest.
This one was supposed to celebrate, I guess, the Cinco de Mayo holiday.
So you guys are educating me. Like I said, I'm in my little NoHo bubble.
Yeah.
Do my own thing.
Listen, you taught us, now we can teach you, right?
Exactly. So Dankadelic, this is, I believe, his 2nd or 3rd installment.
Rain Man was my favorite, the Rain Man one.
So this one I think was originally supposed to release Cinco de Mayo, but as you know, with all the delays and all that stuff, it didn't. So it dropped today, instant sellout. A lot of people took some L's on it. This Rose Trio was interesting because this one sold out right away, but this was a harder sell when it first released. Was it a couple years ago or maybe a year ago?
I mean, I've been carrying the Yankee one in my store in a gray bottom for, I don't know, 3 years or so.
Yeah.
We did them I did an all gray, we did an all pink. We did then we did pink. We did pink, black, navy blue. Maybe we did a red if I remember, but it was all gray bottoms. The heart one we do is very popular, so we brought back and did it in a red bottom.
Yeah, I got that. I got that in LA.
Yep.
Yeah. So what else we got? So now we're moving on to some of your competition.
Yeah.
We got 4U caps. They dropped a bunch of hats. These ones are the 3 ones that I picked up. The one on the right looks similar to something that I saw on J-Tips's website. So that one's interesting. I think there might be some spillover.
No, he picked it up from them. That's like right, picked it up.
Okay. Yep. Cool. And then we got a Laker hat, and then that native hat right there to the left.
Yeah. I mean the color wave of that of the Seattle one is dope. That's a dope twist on that. I would actually, I think so if everyone knows, me and John always tunnel the New Era logo. I hate the way it looks.
Yeah.
I think I did do a collection last night that actually I changed the colors.
Oh boy.
I did a one. It's it might be only the one in there, but I mean, I'll spill the collection name right now. It's a collegiate to pro collection. So it's basically pro teams with college colors.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Which I won't tell you what teams they are, but yeah, those will be coming out. I'm trying to do something a little different for football, trying to get the football sales up there for the guy who asked about the Chicago Bears, not in the first one. I do like the Chicago B, but if the stuff sells, I definitely will do more football stuff. That's guaranteed. And Chicago just missed the cut yesterday.
Cool.
Okay.
And then this is a new one that we kind of stumbled upon. Can't Buy Respect. This is the first time I've seen them. I'm not sure if these ones are post-production joints or if
it have to be. There's no way that stuff is approved.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like when I saw these pictures, I don't like them.
No.
Yeah, that's a popular style now. To do embroidery after, to put the words. I wouldn't really wear it. I don't actually mind the Phillies. I just wouldn't put passion next to it. It's not my word choice.
Is it the pink heart that's bothering you, Justin?
No, I mean, pink is my color now. I have to embrace it. That's my color now. But yeah, I mean, it's just not. I wouldn't put passion next to a hat or a dedication.
No, looks like one of those motivational posters you find in
I'd rather you have put Detroit or Philly or spelled it out or something with And I don't even know what the other two are. I have no idea.
I think that's their house logo. So Can't Buy Respect. So
are they from New Orleans? I think I saw that.
They're
from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
So
those hats are staying in New Orleans. They're not heading out to New York for me.
See, and this one, I'm a big Gator fan, right?
Yeah.
So that's my college, which I didn't even do for the college drop I just told you about. I didn't even do a Gators hat. Because I went with a rival instead of two rivals actually. But I like what their idea is. I just wouldn't.
Those patches don't even look good, though. Those side patches don't even look. Those side hits don't even look good.
Nah, I mean they're going for what looks like a World Series patch, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I mean maybe that's what people like in New Orleans. I don't know their market.
I'll give them a D- for effort.
No, I think you can go higher than that. It's they're following a trend that's popular, which probably no one else in New Orleans does.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wear the Angels cap with all the cherubs around.
No, I wouldn't wear. I mean, I wouldn't wear the Gators hat because it's white, and white gets ruined in 7 seconds.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Yeah, Pierre knows me. You would have me yelling at the embroidery guy to get that patch lower on the side. That's
absolutely.
Yes, that I would agree with.
Too high.
Too high. What else we got here? So then the New Orleans one. Can't Buy Respect.
That's got to be their best one by far.
Yeah,
that's by far their best one.
Yeah, it looks nicer.
Yep. And again, they went with New Orleans, real simple. Can't Buy Respect, and that's by far their best one.
Yep.
By far.
And then Clink Room. Clink Room's back after a long hiatus.
Clink Room is dope.
Yeah, it could be something related to I think a lot of the minor league sports kind of stopping. So they've resurrected the Kong, I guess. So looks like the first run had a bunch of guys. So what's interesting about how they're doing the sales now is they're doing a lot of crowdsourcing almost. Like they're getting new designers to submit their designs. And then if it makes it through, then it gets on the Monday. And then if that makes it through, then it gets a pre-order. And then if that makes it through, they got to hit a sales goal. Then they're going to make the hats. So all the hats you see out of these ones, only 3 of them are going to production as of now. So the Fighting Slices, the Ghost Army by Ephra, who's Chamuco Studios, and our homie Danny with the Octo Snatcher. Anything that Danny does with the Octo anything, it seems like it just sells like hotcakes. But for me, my favorite, I gotta have the Congola, because that's like a retro of the original. I think they did 2 versions of that in the past, but I'm not overly blown away. I know there's some guys that really liked a lot of this stuff.
I mean, 2 of them I really like.
Which one?
The VHS Sunset is dope.
Okay.
And the what is it? The Plucky Kong is dope.
Yeah. That's
those are dope.
Another Chamuco, right?
Yeah, that's Chamuco as well.
Those are dope. For anyone listening, we actually are doing. We'll be announcing it, I think, on Thursday. Me and Ben. For anyone who doesn't know, me and Ben, who does the Hack Up social media, we're going to be doing we named our show called The Recap with Shaka and PBJ, which we'll be doing on Thursdays. We might add another day to it during the week. We'll be telling you guys what's coming out, but we're going to be announcing little contest kind of similar to what Klinkroom's kind of doing. So you can work with me on doing some stuff, which we'll announce that on Thursday. We'll give you all the details on that.
I think Leon's going to be interviewed on Thursday on Instagram too.
Yeah, I think I'm opening for you. I'm opening for you.
What time is that? You know what time is it?
6 Eastern tomorrow.
So I think you're after. I think we're 5 to 6.
Oh, okay.
And
so
then
you're
I come on.
for me.
Yes, and then they want me. So basically, the way it works is like Ben is the Stephen A. Smith. You know, he's the one that's on everything. And I'm like the Max Kellerman. I come in after everything and just give my little point.
Two thoughts on that, right? Number one is you're going to be warming up the crowd for the electric personality of Leon Chen. And then the other thing that I forgot. I was so caught up in Leon's personality. I forgot the second thing I was going to say. But these hats, I love them. I pre-ordered a bunch of them, man. I'm just hoping they all make it to the minimum so I can get a hold of them.
Yeah, the Kong and VHS are dope. When did this pre-order end already?
No, I think they have to June 6th to hit the sales goal.
Yeah, I definitely got to order those two. Those are dope.
And then if they don't hit the sales goal, you have the option to get a full refund or a store credit plus $5. So
dope.
If your design doesn't hit, the design that you want to buy doesn't hit it,
I wish I would have known. I would have submitted something.
Yeah, but you can still submit. So they're doing fresh designs every Friday.
Okay.
But it looks like our homie Tony Ross might be getting his on. So if you follow us on the Capologist, you'll see the one that Tony designed. And I'm a little biased, but I think Tony's knocks a lot of these ones off the pedestal.
Yeah. No, I mean, people need to send me some. I know I follow like you guys and Des Green. Like I'm just getting into the the fitted community, getting more involved in it. So yeah, send me all your recommendations of who I should follow or people I should know. This is still kind of new to me.
Yeah, for sure.
And then this one is the Chihuahuas. So I think their old moniker before they were
Diablos
were the Diablos. So that's their pitchfork, and then their normal crossbat one. Very Hulk Hogan-y on the side.
Yeah, I mean, it just reminds me of a worse Arizona State hat. That's what.
Oh, so you'd be making fun of me because I wanted to buy it and was sold out.
No, I mean it's good. I think I have a burgundy and yellow version of an Arizona State.
Yeah.
Cup.
Yeah, and then we got Hat Heaven with they had a shock drop. A lot of like classic style hats. Most of these ones sold out. So Brian, good to see Brian doing well.
That black and gold A's. I like that black and gold A's.
Yeah.
They were the first shop actually I seen with the pink bottoms after me.
Yeah, they did it, I think, on a 2005 Chai Sox.
Yeah, white Sox.
Yeah. Listen, let me ask you a question, Justin, while we're here. So on the back of Hat Heaven's hats, you now see like an older Cooperstown Batterman with more detail. Have you seen those yet?
I mean, I've never seen one in person. I'd have to look at it.
I'll send you a picture. I'll send you a picture later. I've got one. It's different. It's definitely different.
Okay. I mean, they may be asking for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know,
I'll send you a picture of it later, Justin. I just want your thoughts on it.
Yeah. I mean, I know I hate all of these hats except for Washington because of that white New Era logo. I cannot stand that logo on the side. It just like, maybe it's because I'm so used to never having it growing up. It was always like the Nats hat with just the retros with nothing, but like,
no,
just tunnel the hat out, man.
I know.
Like,
I'm with you, man.
If there's two things I learned at Hat Club, it's, people love logos with birds and Native Americans, and people don't like the New Era logo on the side, or at least I don't like the New Era logo.
And people don't like the Boston B because they stole it from the Brooklyn Dodgers.
That's me, though. That's me, but that is correct.
Yeah. And then Brian sent us a preview of what's coming in July. I believe these are set to come back. So that kind of ugly green look, if you know from ordering from New Era, that's actually navy blue, and then it's the sky blue with the Anaheim Angels, California Angels.
I got a similar color wave to that Angels, but never a two-tone. No, that's never gonna happen. Yeah, it's rare that I do a two-tone.
And then we got word that he's going to be restocking the Vegas Welcome to Vegas sign.
Dope. Yeah, we didn't do those. That's a dope hat. Just hate that New Era logo. I hate it.
I know, man.
Just Fitted. So our friends in Germany, dropped the all blackout version of their crossbats. So it looks like it's got some Melton wool underneath. A special.
I always like the Melton wool stuff, especially when we used to do it with the hockey and Met stuff years ago, maybe like 4 years ago, something like that. Those were always dope.
Yeah, shipping situation right now in Germany is not fun. I think everything right now you have to do with DHL with super priority. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. So if you really want it, go for it, but it's going to cost you. The shipping might even cost you more than the hat.
Tell someone out there, have them buy them.
It's like me.
Guys down.
It's like when I used to order. I have a bunch of AFL hats from from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you order one hat, the shipping was the same price as the hat. You might as well order like 4 or 5. So I got a bunch of Rabbitohs and Storm hats and
we got a plug out there for you. So
yeah, we do. Justin, let me know
before you order.
Out there. We got some people out there.
Okay, I know one guy used to work at the Melbourne store. Big Sixers fan. He used to always hook me up with stuff.
Yeah, and for me, it's easy enough, dude. If you wanted any, you can just have it tagged onto my order. I'll drop it off.
Oh yeah, those AFL logos and like those logos are sick. Like,
yep.
I always like those.
Yeah,
I wish we could order them here. They won't let us do it. Like I can't do a Rabbitohs hat here, which is
some of those logos are really iconic. But so they dropped this. It looks like a smashing Avenger sign. Looks like he's got like either a suede or a pushed velvet bottom, and then you got Thanos on the back. I'm not too much into the Marvel stuff, but
me neither. But that one's good. I like that. That's cool. I don't mind it.
The Thanos on the back is a nice touch.
Yeah.
And then our friends at Just Sports AZ dropped a couple. They're gonna specialize in the Arizona stuff. So.
Yeah. So. We same thing, which is why I always kind of do a Diamondbacks hat. Like we're based at Arizona. Yeah, the bottom two though, the last two though were dope. I like those.
Yeah, anything red and black, dark red, dark black. Yeah. Good.
Except for that new era logo, get rid of that. And you're
So guys, just one thing, folks are asking about Justin's Instagram. What I'll do is at the end of the show, I'll post it with the link to this video, so you guys will have that, and I'll also put T-John's in that as well.
Yeah. Looks like we have a question. Is there a air quote real and fake pink bottom? Do you want to? Like if we kind of,
they just want to see. They just want to see the
baiting
veins. They want to see the veins, man. Let the veins out.
They're baiting you into cat beef.
So no. The real answer is no. If you have a New Era account, the way it works is, like we have a limited time that New Era allows us to do just what we want to do, but eventually they're going to want to make their money. If they have 100 stores asking them for pink bottoms, they're not going to be like, no, this is just a Hat Club thing. Now when I do my PBJ logo, if no one's, or you guys have seen it because you guys use it today, only I can do that logo. I own that logo. I do not own the Yankee logo or Red Sox or LA or so New Era is going to let them do it. If you want to say other stores that are copying my pink bottoms, or they're ordering my old retros that I first did, if you want to categorize those as fake because I didn't make them or order them, then yes. But are they fake because they're like unlicensed New Era? No, they're licensed from New Era. Other stores are able to carry them. But like, for example, all these other stores are being safe and ordering just my regulars or my old retros, like a Yankee or White Sox or Diamondbacks or whatever, where, Florida Marlins, whereas I'm doing pink lemonades, the forest greens, the reds. I have, for anyone didn't watch my live last week, I have glow in the dark pink bottoms coming out. I have, there's like a whole bunch, like satins. There's like, whereas I'm always thinking ahead. They're like, oh, well, these styles sold really well for Hat Club, 10 months ago. Let's order those. They're not thinking ahead. They're thinking, let's order what we know is guaranteed to sell. Whereas I'm going to take a chance, which is even what I did with the pink bottoms in the first place. I don't know any store that's ordering this Rockies hat. Yeah. Because it's not a safe option. The safer option is to order a Yankee hat or White Sox hat.
Just if I could, what you just said, I want to translate for everybody is, yes, they're fake if they weren't made by Hat Club. So that's what Justin just said. Yeah. I just want to make it clear to everyone, they are fake if they didn't come from Justin. And
I do get a lot of tags that go, like I had some guy who I guess does embroidery on patches, kind of like those passion hats, but not the same thing. But who does them, and I get people that would tag me like, he had some pink bottoms which he didn't get for me because they had the white guts inside, and I haven't done my white inside white sweatband pack yet, which should be in soon.
Yeah.
But he asked them, do you work with, tag him, do you work with me, which is dope that people even are calling people out. He didn't know who I was. I don't know who he was. He's based in LA. But he said nah, but his hats are fire, and then followed me. I followed him back after. But yeah, like, I mean, if the person doesn't know I exist, how is he gonna know, that I'm the person behind it? So I appreciate it. But no, there's not technically fake, but if they're not made by me, they're a copy of what I've created.
There you go. And then this one is a 100-year anniversary type hat that they brought back from deep in the vault. I think the camo banana was an original design that came out about 10 years ago. So this one restocked on newair.com, sold out instantly, restocked in Europe, and restocked in Asia as well. So
I don't remember this. It gives me, Curious George Mario Kart vibes.
Yeah. This one takes me back. This is an old hat. I think this originally came out in
my first visit to Justin's store, I'm gonna be wearing this cap because I did buy it. And I'll come in dressed like, I don't know, like Curious George, like you said. I'll dress like him. But the original version doesn't have the camo under brim, I don't believe. I think it was
like all this stuff is way before me, or like, I'm not a big collector. I kind of just bought what I liked.
Yeah.
Never, I got to research, like, I kind of.
And you clearly don't like bananas, so we'll move on to the next slide.
This one's from one of the indie brands. I believe it's pronounced Oaklandish. Yeah. So it's got a lot of old school Oakland vibes. $40, get you one of these. Side patch looks nice. Good stuff.
I mean, the best one is the one on the left.
And that's the one that Hat Club made that without the side patch. Hat Club made that about a year ago.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I really like the green that they use. It's very similar to the green I use.
Yeah.
Just tunnel out that New Era logo, and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's probably why you like the one on the left.
Yep.
Got the tonal flag, right?
I feel like for anyone who doesn't clearly understand, it takes away from the rest of the hat when you just have a blob of another color in the hat.
Yeah.
I think that's coming from your sports background though, because you're used to watching baseball without it, and then they did. And they had the 1 year where you could peel them off, like that. That 1 year, people were just peeling them right off.
So we got our first asshole comment. It comes from Jason Mead. Jason said, just like Curious George, Pierre never wears pants.
There you go.
Thank you, Jason. But I do wear pants.
Yeah. And then the next slide from one of your homies, right? So T-Mark his double pack from Bronx Social, and then he released a double pack of Yankee hats that went and sold. So explain for people who don't know, explain the raffle process. Like how do people get one of these ones?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know how. T-Mark, I think, just puts them on his site for the Illmatic and Mobb Deep Mets ones. Okay. I know I actually had the first ever, a little bit of stunting right now, but I had the first ever Mobb Deep one. I think in January. He made that for me as actually a late birthday gift. Prodigy, with a homie of mine.
Is the one in the store?
Yep. Yep. So I had that one. A while back, I guess he just re-released it with the Nas one. The other ones are, so with the T-Mark hats and the J-Tips hats that come out this week, the raffle process was pretty much like, so I have to find something because I can't have lines when I reopen, right? With the social distancing, I can't have a line. So I need to figure out a way to be able to sell out these hats without having 100 people in front of my store for hours, right?
Yeah.
So most places do raffles. These hats actually that we did with the patches were they were actually supposed to come out, I think March 23rd. It was a Friday. We wound up closing that Monday before. So it was actually for our friends and family event. So they were extremely limited. Same thing with the J-Tips hats, but I did more. So they're like very limited as opposed to extremely limited. But yeah, there was supposed to be friends and family. You basically, the way it is we put the link in the bio. It's up for about 10 hours from 2 p.m. to 12 midnight. you can submit as I know it says on there. It won't count if you do more than one. You can do more than one entry. I'm the one who picks the raffle winners. I'm gonna do a couple live so people can really see that I don't just give it to my friends. But the way it works is literally I'm on FaceTime with my homies. They will they will scream at me half the time, yo, just let me get a hat. And I'm like, nope. And if I get, 5,000 entries, pick it on between 1 and 5,000. You say, 376. Let's go through 376. Do I still have that size up? Yep. Invoice sent out. Next one. Okay. Next one, and until I am out. So
and is the J Tips raffle going to work similar to that, or?
Yes, it's gonna be the same thing.
Okay, because we got people here asking.
So. Yeah, the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm. So this
before we get there, Leon, there's one other thing I want to make. So Michael Clark has been watching, and he's someone who didn't want a pink bottom, and I think I wore him down, and he finally has one on the way. And he's
which one does he have?
I don't remember. It was in a string on Facebook. But he did order one. Michael Clark, if you're out there while we're going into this next topic, remind me which one it was that I pushed you into finally.
So, and I think a good idea might be, so I know Leon said that I go on my live, or I have a couple times now, and I've kind of not auctioned off, but I've raffled off someone able to get stuff, and it basically allows people who I don't know to get certain things. We always have some random style sitting there, like maybe like I miscounted. So like I have an extra eighth or quarter or 5/8 or 3/4. So maybe what I could do with your group, instead of doing it to my followers, is do with your group is I can go in there and be like, hey, from last month, I have these 20 random hats in these random sizes. Like I can try to get out to everyone. So maybe we could do something like that too. So if anyone knows, like, so that's how people can get their first pink bottoms too if they don't have one.
Cool.
So I know which hat it is. So there was 2 hats from your black with pink under collection that I thought were somewhat surprises, and it was, which ones they are, the Fear City and the Steelheads, the Negro League team, right?
Those are John, actually.
John?
Those John. Yep.
So Michael Clark, he's going with a Steelhead. So he's got one coming. So 3 months from now, Michael Clark is going to tell me how much he loves it. And Davey
if he wants a PBJ patch on there, that's what I'm doing. For anyone that doesn't know, if you pre-ordered those, I'm trying to get a pin approved to get actually a PBJ pin on those. Might only be for the NoHo store. We're not sure yet. But I have a homie, Yote City, if you guys know him. He did my first samples of PBJ patches. So if you send them in to the NoHo store, we can get them, put a PBJ patch on the side. Nice. For anyone who pre-ordered those.
Put that up there too. When you finalize that, let me know and we can make sure that gets up there too.
Yeah.
And Davey said her favorite hat so far, one of her favorite hats so far, is the PBJ and J Tips collab. So she's pretty excited about that one.
Those are dope. Hope you can get one. Yeah, I'm gonna have so many entries. I'm guessing 10,000.
Yeah, that's a hot. We're gonna talk about that later.
That's a good segue.
Yeah. So we know you're not a sneaker guy, but there's been this type of, I guess, discussion or topic within the community. Is the hat game turning into a sneaker game? So is it impossible for people to get hats?
No.
Is the hype bigger than the product? But right now we haven't really seen people really take hats and resell them.
This might be the first time that they're on StockX now. They got posted to StockX yesterday.
So we're showing you Canadian prices because I'm in Canada, but this to me was the first time I've seen regular hats just being sold on StockX. Like you see some random ones, maybe like a Fear of God or Supreme or whatever, but this is the first time I've really seen a
Yankee hat.
Yeah, like a generic Yankee hat.
I mean, people have been reselling my stuff since the lines. If no one's been on the line who's watching this, people will walk in with a 3/8, walk out with a 3/8, it's the most common size, and get offered $100, $120, $150 right off the line for it. So it's been, I've seen it. I mean, also that's New York City. It's kind of normal. Yeah. The answer is no, because as you can see, anybody can kind of remake my hat if it doesn't have a specific logo, or it's numbered, or it's just made by Hat Club because of the Hat Club tag. So for certain stuff, yes, which you've like fear of God. So like when I make like I have an all female collection, or not all, it's not just for females, but I have a female base collection coming out either later this year or early next year. That's a 6-month program. Like the local icons, those could technically do that because no one else can replicate that. We have the rights to those, for example. But like a regular like 96 pink bottom like you're wearing, I doubt it. Like unless someone can find my SKUs for the exact colors I use for like the pink lemonades, it's kind of hard. Like, it's easier for a retro because I'm just ordering a retro with a pink bottom, as opposed to changing up the colors. Yeah.
And then that brings us to the end of our actual like plan segment. So we want to thank you for taking the time to put the name. I'm sure once you get involved with the community a little bit more, you're gonna recognize some of the screen names, and you'll see that a lot of the guys you already interact with.
Yeah, no, I enjoy talking about hats. I really do. Just a lot of people happen to catch me at a long day, a wrong moment. I don't mean to come off as an asshole. I know some people I do, but I deal with stuff all day. But no, like I do want to get more involved with the community and just get you guys with what you want. I think that's like the best way to go about stuff.
Well, we wish you. We wish you nothing but success. I know this is a year we're gonna look back. We're gonna laugh at it because of all the different crazy shit that happened with the. We talked about it earlier. It started this year. Chinese New Year. The Chinese New Year got extended, and then China got shut down, and then we got shut down.
No, I might be
got canceled.
I might be one of the only people that really benefited from the 2020 shutdown.
Yeah, so it's all good.
Things right. If I could,
just
don't forget there is a pre-order for pink bottoms this weekend.
Yes, this Saturday. Yes, the original 20, I think it is, a 24. I don't remember exactly the number. That's a John thing who put those together. But we had a pre-order originally in January. I think it was 24 teams, 20 teams, something like that. Yeah. We're bringing those back. So the first original 20 hats, except for the Pirates one that I made, and the Raiders are excluded from that. I think originally they were excluded because of we couldn't get it approved again. But every other one is part of that like original 2024 that I first did.
So don't whine because that's a guaranteed win. So don't whine. So the second thing is next week we're going to be introducing Jason Mead, a Jason Mead segment. We don't know what we're going to name it yet, but Jason Mead is going to be running down his top 10 hats of the week. So that'll be premiering next Wednesday.
Yep.
And then the next 2 Saturdays we're going to have 2 premier hat battles.
Heavyweight battles.
These are heavyweight battles. So these are going to be heavyweights in the hat game that are going to be battling it out. So on Saturday the 23rd, we're going to have a heavyweight battle, and Sean Stay Fitted will be on with us, and we're going to go under the cap with him. He's got a great YouTube channel as well that we can talk about and go under the cap. And then on the 30th, we're going to have Davey on, Davey from Hat Club.
Oh, dope. Yeah, she's the MVP. Yeah, she's the MVP.
She's great. And we're going to have Sean and Davey take part in judging these hat battles. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming up, guys. And I'm really excited. And Justin, again, you and I are definitely going to, talk again and kind of chat. But, listen, this was outstanding. This was great having you on.
I appreciate any platform that wants to, just talk and, find out my creative process. It's, maybe not as exciting as people think it is. I literally just sit down and think of it off the top of my head. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Want to watch this, I guess podcast you can call it, and grow.
Yeah.
It'd be dope. And I was happy to field any questions people have or whatever. But yeah.
Before you go, we have folks asking, would you be a judge on a hat battle in the future?
Sure. Yeah.
Come on and judge with us.
Yeah. No, but people got to remember, if they know that I'm a judge, if they show me a hat with a New Era logo that's a different color, you're getting points deducted.
Yeah, man. I think. Listen, this was kind of an open book test, right? They learned about you, so they know how to work it. You know, if they were lucky enough to watch this, they understand how to work you. So
yeah, I mean, you have a pink bottom or icy blue bottom up there, you might get some more. You know, one like the design, you're gonna get some points up. You show a Cowboys hat, you're never getting a point for nothing. Like,
that's right, man. That's right. I love that. I love that. That's how I deal with the Yankees. So they already know.
Right.
Well, I think that's it, right, Leon? We're ready to wrap up.
One last question we'll sneak in.
Yeah.
Kevin Lopez, he's asking any pink bottom apparel you're thinking of making.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Simple answer, yes. Follow him on Instagram. Make sure you might catch a hat on his live. So you never know what Justin's up to.
Yeah, so. anyone who's watching this live right now, I actually have a couple, maybe 15 hats scattered right now. It's random sizes, so I don't know. I don't think I have any 3/8 quarters or maybe 1/2. Definitely no quarters or 3/8. I maybe not have a 5/8, but I got a couple 8ths, maybe 7 7/8, 3/4. Yeah, DM me now and I'll see what I got.
Yeah. You ran out of 8ths though. No more 8ths.
Yeah, 8ths. I don't have any 8ths. I think you took them all the other day.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, stay fitted, guys. We'll talk soon.